Hey guys, it's Sebastian. In this video, I'm going to go over how I pick interests for certain products on Facebook ads. So what I'm going to do, hop into my Facebook account, go through, scroll, and see if I can find a good product, and then I'll get into my ad account and pick interest. I'll talk you guys through the whole process, and I'll show you guys the product, and I'll show you the interest, the audience size, and all of that stuff. So I'll walk you through it. Hopefully that helps you guys. Before we do get into this, be sure to leave a like and click subscribe. But now that is out of the way, let's get into this topic. One thing I want to mention before I actually get into it, understand your interest campaign should be profitable when you're testing a product. A lot of people ask me, hey Seb, should I wait to get LLAs or should I wait to launch LLAs? And is it okay if I'm break even or unprofitable until LLAs and stuff like that? The answer is no. I don't suggest you ever scale a product that isn't profitable with your first campaign. And I'm just being completely honest here. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I always launch a product, and if the campaign that I first launched is profitable, then I will continue to run it, generally, unless I know it's a banger and I'm just targeting the wrong interests. So keep that in mind. But now what I'm going to do is go onto Facebook. I'll pick 2 or 3 products, and then from there, I'll go into my Facebook Ads Manager and start creating ads, not actually launching ads, but just going through and seeing which interests I would pick and then how to find more, because some people find like 1 or 2 interests that are good and then they're confused as to how to find more interests, and you need 5 to 10 when you're testing a product. Without further ado, I'm going to get into my Facebook account and start finding products, and then I'll update you guys when I find the products, discuss why I picked them, and then how we can actually target specific interests and then picking the interests themselves. I decided to pick 3 products. They're all products that are currently being ran right now. I found them just by going on my Facebook feed, and I have this one Google Chrome extension called Product Mafia. It's free to use. I turn it on and all of my Facebook feed is just products that are currently being ran right now. So this is the first one. I picked it because it's higher tickets, I believe. I can just tell it looks a little more expensive, but essentially it's a product for foot pain. So that's kind of that. And I don't know how exactly it works, but I'm going to watch this and kind of see how it works. We'll also click see more. I want to read about it a little bit, but essentially it's for foot pain, leg pain, and ankle pain. So pretty good product because it can be sold to older people, which older people have more money to spend than a 20-year-old that just got out of high school. So for myself, this would be a good product to actually sell, and it is high ticket, so there's probably some good profit margins. So that's the first product. Now we'll get into targeting in a second. I'm just going to briefly go over these products. The second one is this night vision scope for a rifle. Now this is for, I believe it's like people who have animals in their backyard, people who have a lot of land at their house and need to take care of certain animals that are maybe getting into their herd of animals or something. I don't really know. I've just been seeing this product for the past like year or 2. It's been selling well, and I saw it today. On this site has been up for a while, which is why I was kind of confused, because they've been running this product for quite some time. I actually believe I made a video on this product itself like a year ago, and it's still being ran, still making probably multiple 6 figures per month. So it's a cool product. But it's a little bit of a different targeting rather than that foot massager. So that's why I picked it. It's pretty cool. I don't want to show a lot of the videos because some of it they show like animals getting killed, which I'm not sure how they can run Facebook ads with that. So that's the second product. It's this night vision scope for your rifle to apparently like take out animals that are in your yard or something like that. I, again, have no idea. I would have to do a little more research. This third product is extremely interesting for the fact that it is essentially the same product that was scaled a year or 2 ago to do millions of dollars per month. And they essentially just added this thing on the back to where you can put your kid in to change diapers. It's like a changing bed for privacy, apparently, for your kid. So that's a cool product, and it can be sold to a lot of moms or parents in general. It's a cool product because it's using the same design that was extremely trendy in the past year or so, and I'm sure it was still doing well this year, but now they've reinvented it and added that little bed for changing your kid there. So that's another cool product. These products shouldn't be too difficult to pick interest. Honestly, they're very general, and they will be pretty easy. So what I'm going to do now is get into one of my ad accounts, and then I'll start showing you guys some interests that I pick. The first one that I'm going to do for targeting is this product. So let me just get this clear so I know exactly what the product is, so I'm not giving you guys bad information. It is we'll just click through the website real quickly, 1 second, just so I, again, don't give you guys some bad information. So this is a leg massager with air compression calf foot roller. So that gives me a good amount of information. Now we can go ahead and start picking some of these interests. So what I will do, by the way, when you're running ads, always schedule them for midnight. I'm not going to launch any of these, so I won't really be doing that. Before you pick the interest, make sure you pick the right countries. Personally, I'm only running US or US and Canada. I am launching some worldwide ads tonight, so I will be doing that, but that'll be a whole nother video. I don't really want to get into all of that stuff right now. And then age, put it at whatever you'd like. I personally do 18 to 65 plus, all genders, detailed targeting, yes, language languages. We'll do English, but again, that's not what this video is about. So detailed targeting. For this leg massager, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in pain. We'll just start broad and see if I can find anything that has to do with pain. So no, foot. Let's see if there's anything with foot. So there's just the interest foot. That might work really well. Let's go through other things. Yeah, so we'll just go with foot. Foot's a very broad interest. So let's just see the audience size. I'm going to uncheck detailed targeting as well and see. So the interest foot, 20 million people, nothing complex at all. Now I'm going to click suggestions, and there are so many other suggestions. So foot is kind of broad again, like I said. So then what I will do is I'll do something like personal care, and I don't stack them. I normally create separate ad sets for each individual interest so that I get specific data based on each interest. I don't want to skew my data and put in a ton of different interests in one ad set. It doesn't really make sense. But after I pick that one, then I'll pick another one, and I'll just, again, click suggested. And then I can go through and see health and wellness. I can do arches of the foot. That's a really good one because people who may research arches of the foot, they may have issues with their feet. You can also type in, actually, it's probably going to show it. Something like calf or calves. We'll see about that. Calf. I'm not talking about the animal though, that's the issue. We can also type in stress and see what comes up. Hopefully you guys are getting a good understanding of why I'm typing this stuff in. It's very basic, okay? So someone's using a foot massager. They may be looking up the term foot, they may be looking up personal care or anything in regards to that, and they may have issues with the arches of their foot. They also may have stress, which is why stress could be a good interest. So stress management, stress relief. I'm just trying to look for the biggest interest. So we may be able to do stress management. What I'm going to do is delete all of these and see how big the audience size is, because if it's not really that big, I don't want to run the interest because it won't be scalable. The potential reach is 1.9 million. That's a little small, but you still can run that interest. It's just probably not going to be something you can scale super long term, which that's completely fine. You just need data. Profitable data though. So let's click suggestions and see. And then once you click suggestions, you'll have relaxation technique, which has 36 million size, which is good. Meditation, quality of life, wellness, mindfulness, relaxation, psychology, panic, well-being. There's just overall a lot of interest. For this product, I did mention that it would probably sell better to an older demographic, but keep in mind Facebook's machine learning is very, very refined. So you don't need to touch the age when you're running ads. So hopefully you guys have a good understanding of how I can target that product. The next product I'm going to pick some interest for is that sniper scope, the night vision sniper scope or whatever it is for the rifle. And this one's going to be a little more difficult because it's kind of niche. Like, it's not like you can sell it to the general public, or you can't just sell it to women or men who have back pain or something like that. So I'm going to start off with something as simple as outdoors and see what comes up. So we have outdoors, we have real tree outdoors, go outdoors. We'll just pick outdoors and we'll see the audience size for this. So it is, I'm waiting for it to load, 41 million. So we're going to click suggestions and we see camping. Camping could definitely work if I had kids or if I had like a family. I do have a family. I'm not saying that I don't have a family, but if I were protecting my, that sounds funny. But if I were to, let's just say, go outdoors and go hiking and camping and I had to protect my family with, let's just say, a rifle and there were animals around, I would definitely maybe want to get this in case something crept up on my campsite. I would need to use this product to handle the animal that is, at hand. So that could be a good interest. And again, this is all very logical stuff. Like, I don't think it's too complex, but correct me if I'm wrong. The thing is, I've overthought interest so much, and I've also tested interests that are as simple as tent. I've not actually tested that exact interest, but similar stuff that's just like way basic and you think it wouldn't work. And it works super well. So never overthink interest. If you even have the slightest bit of optimism for the interest, I would say just give it a shot. The worst thing that happens is you lose a few $100 and you have to move on to another interest. That's not that terrible. Like, it could be worse. So just keep that in mind. But that is what I would start targeting for that night vision scope. Just start going through here. Hunting would be another good one. RVs, adventure. All of these things are very, very practical and easy to target. And again, Facebook's very good at giving you guys suggestions, so just use these to your advantages. Now, one thing I do want to make sure you guys know, each individual interest you pick, so I'll just clear some of these out, it will give you more different suggestions. I'm just going to make sure. So outdoor recreations on top. If I clear this and I click suggestions, so it filters through and gives you different interests and different suggestions. So keep that in mind when you're finding some, because you don't just want to stack them and pick them all, because each individual one will give you fresh suggestions. So that's how I would, again, target the night vision sniper scope. For the diaper bag, I'm just going to type in newborn and see if anything comes up. So yeah, newborn, newborn baby. These are both smaller sizes, so I don't know if I mentioned this, but I like to have 5 million plus audience size, and the reason being I like to have an audience that I can potentially scale with. For myself, when I'm doing single interest, I know that this isn't the end all be all, but if interests do work very well for myself and they're profitable, I want to have the option to take them and put them into a bigger CBO with like a $500 to $1,000 a day budget and scale them very fast. And if I have an audience that has 500,000 audience size, I can't scale that for quite some time. It's going to be very short term, and I can wear out that audience pretty quickly. So just keep that in mind when you're finding interest. So we can try out, let's just see. They have new parents. We can try new parents. That should be decent. For this interest, I get a potential reach of 940,000, which is pretty small compared to the normal interests I'm used to, but you can still try it out. Again, everything isn't set in stone. You can give it a shot, and if it's profitable, then let it run until it's not profitable. So that's the first one. From here, I can click suggestions, and they'll give me parenting. Could be a little broad, but it definitely still could work. So we'll go through and see what else we want to target. We could also target the interest infant, which is really good. So we'll target that one, and then we'll clear out parenting and see what the infant potential reaches. Yeah, it's 77 million. So that's really good. And then we can click suggestions again. We can go into breastfeeding. That's a great interest. And then we can click suggestions again. We're now getting fed a lot more interests that are closer to our target audience. So breast pump, that's another good one. Diaper, 113 million size. Breast pumps, almost 30 million. Those are all very good interests. Another good one down here is infant formula, 24 million. Birth, nursing bra, baby transport, Pampers. All of these are amazing. Toddler. Like, they're just feeding you so many interests. Selling to a parent or parents who have newborn kids, it's very easy because there are so many interests just like this, and Facebook feeds you them for days. So that is essentially how I would do the targeting for this product as well. It's not anything too complex, and I don't want you guys to overthink your interest targeting because, again, this is not the end all be all. When you launch a campaign with all of these interests, the first campaign may not be profitable, but that's completely fine. The main objective here is to find interests that are profitable. And then what you can do, let's just say out of these, I'll just click suggestions. Out of these top 10 interests, okay, let's just say breastfeeding, infant, and breast pump. Those are the top 3 interests that performed the best. So if your original campaign was running at a $100 a day CBO budget with 10 ad sets, what you could do, again, take the top 3 performing or top 5, anywhere in between there, put those into a new campaign and give them that same $100 budget. That will disperse a lot more money individually into these ad sets, giving them the potential to generate more sales profitably on a daily basis. And then essentially all you do is you can double the budget or increase it by 50% every single day that's profitable until it's unprofitable. If there is a day where it's not profitable, all you will simply do is cut back to the previous day that you changed it when it was still profitable. And then that's kind of it for interest testing. It's not too complex. I'll probably make some more in-depth videos on this topic. Sorry for the late upload, by the way. It's 4:51 when I'm filming this video. The air has been terrible outside, so I live in California and there's a lot of fires. I've had the worst headache for the past 2 days, so that's kind of why it's been a little difficult for me to film, but I am cranking this video out. So hopefully you guys got value from it. If you did, leave a like and click subscribe because I post daily dropshipping content. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep posting daily or switch to maybe like a few times a week because I want to post valuable content for you guys, and in order to plan out every single video, it takes a lot of time. So I'm thinking deeply about what I want to do. So if you guys have suggestions or any input, you can always drop that in the comment section below. But other than that, hope you guys get massive value from this video. It should be a good eye-opener for a lot of you guys who are struggling to pick the right interest. But other than that, I'm going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys again did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one.